I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're delighted to introduce you to a very talented author. Her name is Anita Khan. She is not only a multi-talented author, she is also a cosmetologist, an esthetician, and a realtor whose life journey from the streets of Georgetown, Guyana, to the inspiring author work that she does right now is nothing short of remarkable. With her debut book, Annie Believe, the author aims to light a path for young minds, teaching them that the sky is not the limit. You can go beyond that, and encouraging them to follow their passions beyond conventional expectations. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank our team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her wonderful and delightful book. The links are below this interview. Anita, great to see you here today on Spotlight.
It's a pleasure to be here, Logan. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
My pleasure. Let's give the folks at home an overview. Tell us a little bit of what Annie Believe is about.
Well, from my own experience as a child, growing up, and you know, be resentful to your parents and not knowing how to make decisions, I wanted to inspire the young kids and the young minds out there because I feel young kids are easier to mold and inspire.
Hmm.
So, Annie Believe is basically it's a book that I want to inspire kids to choose their career and choose their future plans wisely. And I want to be that person to inspire kids, to do their best and to make the decision right. So Annie Believe is basically inspiring the kids to focus on their career building. Career building doesn't have to be what your imagination is. It can be even your hobby. And if you should choose to have your hobby as a career, you will never work a day in your life. It would be always fun and joy. You will always enjoy it. So my book is basically based on choosing your career based on your hobby,
Hmm.
and you will enjoy that for the rest of your life.
Yep.
And
Do
there's
something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's the saying, and it's very, very true. And I think there aren't very many books that actually address career choices and children. And I think real inspiration comes when you're young. It's such a blessing that if you're born knowing you want to do something or knowing you want to do something at an early age, it's easier to find the path to achieve it than if you're like, oh, in college, what do I think I'll study? What do I think I'll do? College is too late. You should have already kind of laid the groundwork for it, don't you think?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, I was a child once, and this book is actually it's not fictional. It's based on a true story, and
Hmm.
it's based on my story because my dad has always told me he saw this passion in me since I'm 13, and
Hmm.
he's always told me, "Go get it." Build a career out of it. You enjoy it so much. I've done it for free for many, many years. And right now, the way I'm looking at it is that I've wasted many, many years of my life saying no, I don't want to do it.
Right.
And I had this big imagination of myself being in a different place, and I did it all. I did it all until later in life, and then I was bored. I hated everything I did.
Yeah.
Eventually my dad convinced me I can do this, and I was like out of choices, and I was like, you know what, I just want my parents to stop yapping. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I
Right.
went out there, and look at me today. I'm 30 years into it, and I love it. I have not stopped. I'm addicted to my scissors as much as I have the other careers that followed, because it's like stuff that I stumbled onto and I picked it up.
Hmm.
I'm a successful business owner. I have my own business I've been doing this for many, many years. And then I opened my business like 7 years ago.
Hmm.
And here I am.
That's great.
So
So
I would
your
love
first love is cosmetology and
my,
aesthetics?
my first love is cosmetology and aesthetics. Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, tell us a little bit about your business. You have a shop in New York City where people can
Yes, I
go
have
and
a, I have a spa. It's called Heavenly Escape Beauty Spa. It's in 247 Jericho Turnpike, Belrose, New York.
Mhm.
Um We do facials, we do threading, we do all hair services. It's unisex. I do men,
Hmm.
women hair services. Because of the pandemic, it took a little turnaround because I'm also in the process of getting my massage therapy license.
Hmm.
So I just need to write the exams now to get my license. So I've done with the course. We wanted to expand, but due
Hmm.
to the pandemic, it took everything took a shot.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. So hopefully, with God's blessing, I'm hoping that like I prevail in everything else, I can do this one again.
That sounds great. I'm
So
sure you can and will. You seem like the kind of person when you put your mind to it, you do it, just like you put your mind to writing this book. What made you decide to write a children's book?
writing this children's book was like, I'm a mom of two.
Hmm.
And I remember my kids remind me a lot about myself,
Hmm.
As kids, we don't realize what we did, what we have done, what we were doing. We just believe we knew everything.
Yeah.
And our parents know nothing.
Yeah.
So right now, my kids are waking me up. You know, they're doing their thing, and I'm trying to convince them. And I'm like, oh my God, I was like this once in my life. I was like this too. So as a
Exactly.
parent, I realized that, you know what? This is how kids think. And
Hmm.
you talking to your kids and I talking to my kids, they believe we're tricking them all the time. Like I believe my dad was tricking me when I took my cosmetology course. My
Hmm.
dad was like, you know what? You won't work a day in your life. I'll open the first store. You'll work as your own boss. I was like, Dad, you know what? I don't think you're going to do that. I don't believe you, but I'm going to do this just for you to get off my back. And you know what? He did it. He did
Right.
it. My dad was wonderful. You know what? He stood by his word.
Hmm.
And from the moment I was done with my cosmetology, my store was ready for me.
Yeah. That's
So,
great.
yeah. So, with my kids now, it's like so hard to convince them what they're good at.
Yeah.
They just have this imagination that they can do differently. But I see passion in them that they don't see in themselves.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's what I'm trying. But you know what? Like I said, I can't convince my kids because they think I'm tricking them. And I'm
Right.
hoping that this book, I put it out there, they read it, and it inspire more children, more even adults. It's
Hmm.
never too late. Logan, it's never too late. I've been through a lot. My stories is like I have a pile of story behind me.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, it's never too late to do what you
Absolutely.
love best, what you enjoy. So I put this book out there mainly for my kids.
Hmm.
So they can read it from a different perspective, and maybe it helps better with me saying it to them.
Right.
I'm hoping to inspire the world.
Well, I think it is an inspirational message, and I think you absolutely will help inspire young people and people around the world with your message for sure. The sky is not the limit is a great one. Um, Tell us a little bit about Annie Believe as a video or a film. Have you thought about that? That this would be a great video for kids to watch?
I would love to be the next SpongeBob or the next Dora the Explorer. And I'm also working on many more pieces.
Great.
I, I have a lot more that I've written already. I'm just waiting to publish them. I have two,
Hmm.
two I have already in publication.
Great.
Um,
And so the
there,
names of those are Annie Believe, and what's the other one called?
the one that I already published, my first one is Annie Believe that we're talking about right now,
Hmm.
and I have Annie taking care of her little sister's troubles.
Hmm.
That's another inspiration where it's I don't want to spoil that, but
Sure.
it's about family. It's about family togetherness because I
Sounds
feel
great.
like the world needs that too. We're losing the connection, we're losing relationship, we're losing culture. I want to be able to bring that back. If I can help in that way, I would love to do that.
Oh, I
I
think you
feel
are helping that way for sure. Do you feel
I
like what you're saying?
I feel that, the world needs to be a better place.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and I have another one that have in publication that's Annie, no one thinks like you.
Mhm.
So
Great.
it's about expectations.
Wonderful.
I'm hoping that, it would all come to inspire people in different ways.
So you're gonna have a whole series of books, Annie, Believe, Annie, and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. Well, the book we've been talking about today is called Annie Believe. It is a great book written by Anita Khan. It lights a path for young minds, teaching them an important lesson that the sky is not the limit. You can reach much more than that if you believe in yourself and you hold true to your dreams, and if you follow your passions and turn your hobby into your career. Great advice for young people. Great advice for anyone at any age. Like you said, it's never too late to start. Anita, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me, Logan. I
My
appreciate
pleasure. True pleasure speaking with you. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.